It feels like we're all standing on the edge of something huge. A new kind of intelligence is waking up all around us, and it's forcing us to ask some really big questions. But let's be crystal clear about one thing from the very beginning. This isn't really a story about technology.
Nope. It's a story about us, our greatest hopes, our deepest flaws, and the choices we're making this very minute. At the end of the day, the story of AI is the story of humanity. And to really understand it, you have to look at it from all sides. The good, the bad, and yeah, the ugly. Okay, so before we dive into the dangers, and believe me, we'll get there, we have to start by acknowledging the miracle. Let's begin with the good, because the promise of AI is just undeniably brilliant.
I mean, think about it. For most of our lives, this was pure science fiction, right? Well, today, it's the invisible engine humming away behind the scenes, powering so much of our world. When it's working for us, AI is this great accelerator, this tireless, genius partner that just pushes human progress forward. And these aren't just abstract ideas. We're talking about real-world stuff happening right now. AI models are spotting cancer more accurately than human doctors. They're helping us design new materials to fight climate change. And they're even decoding ancient languages we thought were gone forever. This is AI as that powerful, helpful partner we always dreamed of.
And this quote from Dr. Sharma, it just hits the nail on the head. Her analogy is perfect. AI isn't one thing, it's a foundational technology, just like electricity. And that same force that can power an incubator to save a life can also power an electric chair. The point is, the tool itself is neutral. The human intent behind it, that's everything.
But that incredible promise, well, it comes with some very serious fine print. And that brings us to the bad side of AI. This isn't about evil robots. It's about seeing a reflection of ourselves that we don't always want to admit is there.
The problem is something called algorithmic bias. Put simply, we train these AIs on data from our world. And in doing that, we're basically handing over all our baggage, our history, our prejudices, our blind spots. We are accidentally teaching our own flaws to a machine.
This quote from Omar Johnson gets right to the heart of it. Let's say you train a hiring AI on a company's past decisions. If that company historically favored men for leadership roles, the AI doesn't learn about fairness. It just learns a pattern, man equals leader. And then it automates that bias at a scale that is just massive. And that's what makes it so much more dangerous than one person's prejudice. You can challenge a biased person, but an algorithm? It's often a black box. We can't see the logic. It just makes a decision based on what it calls objective data, hiding real discrimination behind this mask of neutrality. What this creates is a world where you could be denied a loan or rejected for a job, and the only reason you get is the algorithm decided. The system isn't evil, it's just indifferent. But that cold indifference can absolutely ruin lives. And if this bad version of AI reflects our negligence, the ugly side reflects something much more deliberate. And this is where the story takes a much darker turn. Welcome to the ugly. This is where AI stops being a simple tool and becomes a kind of reality engine, a machine for manufacturing chaos. It all begins with deception, the power to create perfect, believable lies on an industrial scale. And that deception gets weaponized for one purpose: division, to carve these deep, bitter rifts throughout society. And the end result of all that division is this profound sense of isolation. It cuts us off from each other and eventually from reality itself. You really have to listen to this warning from Dr. Thorne. The idea that you can trust your own eyes and ears, that's basically obsolete now. Generative AI has snapped the link between what we see and what's real. We're not just fighting fake news anymore. We are trying to survive a fire hose of synthetic reality. And these are the weapons. It isn't about one fake video. It's about a million different pieces of propaganda, each one designed specifically to exploit your fears. It's a perfect clone of a loved one's voice on the phone, begging for money. For people who are lonely, it's a synthetic partner so perfect that it makes messy, beautiful human connection feel obsolete. So what's the ultimate danger here? It's the death of consensus. A democracy, any functioning society, has to have a foundation of shared facts. When we can't even agree on what's real anymore, the whole thing starts to crumble. So after all of that, the good, the bad, the ugly, where does that leave us? It leaves us right here with a choice. And to make it, we have to really understand what this technology truly is.
It's a mirror. That's all it is. This is not some alien intelligence that's come down to visit us. It is a reflection of us in all of our messy, complicated glory.
So the key takeaway is this. The good AI, that's a reflection of our incredible ingenuity. The bad AI reflects our own biases and our negligence. And the ugly AI, that reflects our darkest impulses, our ability to deceive and destroy. It's all just us. And let's be very, very clear about something. This is not a problem for the future. The question isn't if AI will change the world. It already has. We are living in it right now. We can't uninvent this. So we're left with this final question. The mirror is showing us who we are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But the future isn't going to be written by an algorithm. It's going to be written by us, by the choices we make. So what kind of story are we going to write?